Do you have a favorite?
Oh, the few of them that I liked.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to talk about them until the schedule comes out.
Oh.
It's sort of we swear to somewhat to secrecy, you know.
Well, hopefully next year we could be a part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I will be happy. It's in February, and I'll be happy to make some suggestions once the schedule is out.
Thank you. Very good.
Well, it is 6 o'clock. Wow.
Yeah, well. We've switched to Jewish Standard Time.
Maybe everybody's packed into the sanctuary, but I don't think so.
I don't see anybody there.
No.
I mean, we were there last week and there were like 7 of us. Actually, when we got there, there were 3, but we ended up with 7 for the whole night, and that included Rabbi Sam. Shabbat Shalom, Aaron. Ma shlomcha.
We're gonna have to get a big screen.
Yeah, I'm praying for that.
Yeah.
Test 1. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's wonderful to end our week together as we enter into this Shabbat, raising up our voices and our presence in this space. We will begin our services together by wrapping up the week that's passed as we begin with our Mincha service, page 1 in the Blue Siddur, Sim Shalom. Ashrei Yoshvei Veitecha Od Hallelujah Od Hallelujah Selah Ashrei Ham Shekachalo Ashrei Ham Shadonai Lo Avti La Ledavid Mimchalon B'choy Mechaka Shadonai Gedol Hadal Kol Adech Avdim B'Zachim פותח את ידיך ומספיק רצון צדיק עד הנמחים אבל למחול ברעב לכל אשר יאמר עצמי וסשם תהילת אדוני ידבר פיו יברך כל בשר שם קודשו לעולם ועד ואנחנו נברך יה מעתה ועד עולם הללויה.
I invite you to rise for the Amidah, page 3b, first 2 blessings on that page, and then in silent devotion.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibur v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim v'Konei Hakol v'Zocher Chasdei Avot ומביא גואל לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה מלך עוזר ופוקד ומושיע ומגן ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם ופוקד שרה אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני מחייב מתים אתה רב להושיע משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם מכלכל חיים בחסד מחיה מתים ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לישני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות מתים, ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי המתים. אתה קדוש שמך קדוש וקדושים בכל יום ילכו סלע, ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. ויהי שמך בעולם כשמש וכשמנו בשמנו כבודך. אתה יכול למדע סלח אבינו כי חטאנו. עושה שלום במרומה, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. ואמרו אמן.
We turn to page 11 for the Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל עמונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינת עוזו בגובה מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, Emet Malkeinu Efesulato, Kakatu Betorato, Yadata Hayom, Vashevota El Levavecha, Ki Adonai Hu Elohim et Bashamayim Yimal, El Haaretz Mitachateinu, Dakeinu, Ditakeinu Lam Melchut Shalem. Kakatu b'toratecha Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed v'nemar ve'aya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayomahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo
I invite those in mourning or observing Yurtzeit to remain standing for the mourner's Kaddish, page 12. Yit Gadal, v'yit Gadash, Shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divra kirutei, v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayachon v'yomechon, v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, v'agala v'bizman kariv, v'yimru, Amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah Mevorach, v'yameh Yipparach, v'yishtabach, v'ar v'yitramam, v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, Shmei d'Kedusha, Elam min kol berchata v'shirata, tush berchata v'nechamata, ta'amiran ba'olam v'amru, Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'akol Yisrael v'imru,
Amen.
Yoseh shalom v'rav, v'yaseh shalom, aleinu v'akol Yisrael, Amen.
Amen.
Well, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Before we continue with our service, we're going to light our Shabbat candles because it's going to be a little too dark in just a few minutes, actually. So we're turn to June Newmark, who will light our candles with us. For those at home, if you have your own set of candles that you'd like to light, now would be the time.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'hitzivanu b'ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Please take a moment to wish somebody across the room or in another box than you a Shabbat Shalom. We're going to continue with our service on page 14 with Yedid Nefesh.
Yedid Nefesh Avarachama Mishoch Avda El Ritzonach Yarutz Avdach Kimo Aya Ishtachave El Muladara Yeravlo Yedidutach Minof Etzuf Vechotav Adonai Ziv Haolam Nafshi Cholat Avatach, Ana rifana la be'aron la noam zivach as tirchazek v'titrapeh v'hayta lach shivchat olam v'tikemu rachamecha v'chusna al beno avach ki ze kama nichsov nisaf lirot betiferet muzach Adonai li machmal libi chushana ve'al titalam yigalena ufros chaviv alai et sukat shelomach ta'ireret mikvodach nagila v'nismecha bach ma'erahu kivamoe v'choneni kimei olam yadadayadayada yalalaylaylayda yalalaylaylaylayda yalalaylaylayda yalalaylaylayda yadadayadayada yalalaylaylaylayda yalalaylaylayda 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 yababaybayda yalalaylaylayda yididaylaylayda yididaylaylayda yididaylaylayda
As we turn to page 15 for Lechun Ranana, I want to ask a question. Has anybody played or asked you to play the hypothetical game if you were on a deserted island? You ever played that before? Ever heard it before? Is it, by the way, is it desert or deserted? Never know. Deserted? I think it makes it better to be deserted, but I've never known if it's desert island or deserted island. Doesn't matter for this particular story. Either island that you find yourself hypothetically on, what of course is the question? If you could bring one thing, what would it be? Oftentimes people are looking for a book, maybe they're looking for a favorite, I don't know. It is a terrible hypothetical question. I don't know if you ever thought about how terrible it is. It really shows kind of the morose way in which we look at the future. You're going to be stuck on an island by yourself and you get one thing? Like that's what the future holds for you? And this is kind of like a ridiculous hypothetical when we could ask so many hypotheticals. After all the hypotheticals that are in front of us are infinity. We could have anything. That's the best part about hypotheticals. They don't even have to be based on reality. Kind of like if you find yourself on a deserted island. It's really slim that that's ever going to happen to any of us. And if it was, why would we have the option of carrying one thing? We probably would by accident end up there. It wouldn't be by choice. So there's a better question that our tradition wants to ask us. And it blends so beautifully into page 15 with Lechuna Ranana because this week we're reading Lech Lecha, the same word, go out. And the question that our tradition challenges us with is not about what would you take if you were all alone forever and ever and ever, but instead, who would you take on your next journey? Who would you need there to be with you? What would that journey look like for you? Who would you bring with you, and why would you bring them? Now, it's not as simple of a question. We often say our loved ones, right? I hope that's that. But there's so much more we could be thinking about and bringing on this journey. Where would we go? Why would we take them? What would we want to experience while we're there? And where would we go next after that? Parshat Lech Lecha is challenging us to think in that ways. And when we start Shabbat, we are encouraged to go on that journey as well. Who do you want with you on this journey for Shabbat? Why? What are they going to bring to the experience? What are you going to bring with them to that experience? Lechuna ranana. It's like Lech Lecha, but it's better than a deserted island or a desert island or whatever island you hypothetically find yourself on. I hope we never do. Page 15, Lechuna ranana.
Lechuna ranana l'Adonai Maria Litzur Yishenu Nekad Mafanav B'Torah Mizmirot Naria Lo Ki El Gadol Na'im Melech Gadol Kol Elohim Shbedo Mechri Bo Nishtach V'Nichrad Mechri Osenu Atak Shemech Armeim Shana Kud Bedor Ma'omar Ameto Elevavim Vem Lo Yadu Derachai Asher Nishbati V'Yapi Im Yevon El Menuchati. Page 16. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash, Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz, Shiru l'Adonai baruchu shemo, Basru meyom leyom Yeshuato, Sapru v'goyim kevoldo b'chol ha'amim, Nifleotav ki gadol Adonai umula meod norahu al kol Elohim aidai ki kol Elohe ha'amim merinim V'Adonai Shamayim Asa Od ve'adar lefanav Oz ve'tiferet be'mikdasho Avul Adonai mishpechot amim Avul Adonai kavod va'oz Avul Adonai kevod shemo Seu minecha Uvo lechatzrotav Aidai Shtachavu l'Adonai Behadrat kodesh Chilu mipanav Kol haaretz Imru v'agoyim Adonai malach Afti kontevel baltimor Yadin amim b'mesharim Yismechu hashamayim v'tagil haaretz Iram hayam umelo Yalo sadai V'chol asher bo ay 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 אז ירננו כל הצייר לפני אדוני קיווה לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט תבל בצדק, ועמים באמונתו. Adonai malach tagel haaretz yismechu im rabim. Page 17. Anan v'rachel tzivat tzedek mishpat b'chon kisoi shlefan derim. Harim ganan shema v'tisma v'tzir mekan. Oave Adonai sinura, shomer nafshot chasidav, miad rishayim yatzilem, urezaru ala tzadik, uyishrei lev simcha, simchut tzadikim b'Adonai, v'hodu lezecher kodsho. Page 18. Mizmor shiru l'Adonai shir chadash ki nifla utasa Hoshia lo yemino uzro akodsho odi Adonai yeshuato לעיני הגויים גילת צדקתו, זכר חסדו ואמונתו, לבית ישראל ראו כל אפסי הארץ, את ישועת אלוהינו, הריעו לאדוני כל הארץ. פיצחו ורננו וזמרו, זמרו לאדוני בכינור, בכינור וכל זמרה, בחצוצרות וכל שופר, הריעו לפני המלך אדוני, עיר המים ומלואו, תבל ויושבה. נהרות ימך וכף, יחד הרים ירננו, לפני אדוני קיווה, לשפוט הארץ, לשפוט תבל בצדק, ועמים במישרים, עלי דה 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 דה. Yalla da 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 da, da na da na 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 na, ay da da, anay da 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 da, ay da da, alay da da ya da 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 da, alay da da ya da da, alay da da ya da 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 da, yalla da da ya da da da. Adonai malach יגזו עמים, יושב קרובים תנו הארץ, page 19. אדוני בציון גדול ורם כל העמים ולשון ושריהו בכל העם רוממו 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 אדוני אלוהינו רוממו 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 אדוני אלוהינו רוממו 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 אדוני אלוהינו רוממו 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 אדוני אלוהינו וישתחוו לקודשו וישתחוו לקודשו כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו רוממו אדוני אלוהינו רוממו 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 אדוני אלוהינו וישתחוו לקודשו וישתחוו לקודשו כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו רוממו אדוני אלוהינו רוממו 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 אדוני אלוהינו כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו 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 אדוני אלוהינו רוממו 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 אדוני אלוהינו. We rise together as we offer Psalm 29 on page 20. מזמור לדוד, הבו לאדוני בנעלים, הבו לאדוני כבוד ועוזי די די, הבו לאדוני כבוד שמו, השתחוו לאדוני בהדרת קודש, כל אדוני על המים, אל הכבוד ירים. אדוני על המים רבים, כל אדוני בכוח הידי, כל אדוני בעדה, כל אדוני שובר ארזים, וישבר אדוני את ארזי הלבנון, וירקידם כמו עגל לבנון, וסריון כמו בן רמים הידי, כל אדוני חוצב להבות אש, כל אדוני יחיל מדבר, יחיל אדוני מדבר קדש, כל אדוני חולל איילות, ויחשוף יערות ובהיכלו, כולו מרכבו די די די, אדוני למה בו ישב, וישב אדוני מלך לעולם. אדוני עוז לאמו ייתן, אדוני יברך דמו ושלום. די 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 ay di ay di di ay di 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 bye 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 die. Be seated. I would invite us, as you prepare to enter into Shabbat fully with Lecha Dodi, to take a breath of presence, a breath of inviting in that extra soul of Shabbat, that extra peace, extra kindness, extra blessing. With each breath, we fill up a little bit more on Shabbat. Ay da da yam da da yam ba da da. Ay da da yam da da yam da da da. Ay da da yam da 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 da. Lecha dodi likrat kala peni Shabbat nikabila. Lecha dodi likrat kala peni Shabbat nikabila. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad yishmi'anu el ha'miyuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad shemu tiferet ve'litila lecha dodi likrat kala peni Shabbat nikabila lecha dodi likrat kala peni Shabbat nikabila likrat Shabbat lechu v'nilcha ki mekor haberacha merosh mikedem nesucha sof maaseh b'machshava techila lecha dodi likrat kala peni Shabbat nikabila lecha dodi likrat kala peni Shabbat nikabila Mikdash melech ir melucha kum mitzei mitoch hafecha Rav lach shevet b'mekabacha hu yachamol alaychem la lecha dodi likrat kala peni Shabbat nikabila lecha dodi likrat kala peni Shabbat nikabila Hitnari me'afar kumi livshi bigdei tifartecha mi Aliyad ben Ishai beit halachmi korva nafshi nafshi ge'ala lecha dodi likrat kala peni Shabbat nikabila lecha dodi likrat kala peni Shabbat nikabila Hitoreri, hitoreri, ki ba'orech kumiori אורי אורי שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לא תבושי ולא תקלמי, מה תשתוכחי ומה תמי. בך יחסו אני עמי, ונבנתה עיר על צילה. הולך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. הולך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. והיו לי משיסה שורסייך, ורחקו כל מבלייך. יסיס עלייך אלוהייך, כמסוס חתן על כלה. הולך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. הולך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. ימין ושמאל תפרוצי, ואת אדוני תריצי. על יד איש בן פרצי, ונשמחה ונגילה. הולך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. הולך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. We rise together. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצולה. תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. הולך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. הולך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. פני שבת נקבלה. May be seated. Continue page 23 with our psalm for Shabbat. Mizmor shir leyom hashabbat. Tov le'odolai uzamer l'shimcha elyon. Le'agid b'boker chatztecha v'malcha b'lilut. Le'asor le'navel. Le'higayon b'chinur. Ki simchtani Adonai b'forecha b'masedecha ranei. How beautiful is this world that we live in. Each and every day we get to wake up and see the leaves change. And the days become a little more crisp. And the miracles that are all around us in each and every moment. Tzadik katamar yifrach ke'erez ba'levanon yizkeh shetulim bevet Adonai bechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu od yenuvun beseva deshenim verananim iu lehagid ki yashar Adonai tzuri velo avlatabo. Adonai malach Geulavish, page 24. Lavish Adonai uzitazara afti kontevel batimot nachon kisacha miazmil lamata nasunerot Adonai nasunerot kolam yisunerot ochyam kolod mayim rabim adirim yishpereyam adir b'marom Adonai. Edotecha nemnu me'or levencha na'avakodesh Adonai liorich yamim.
Those in mourning or observing Yurtzeit, I'll invite you to rise or enable your voice so that we may join in the call and respond to the Mourner's Kaddish, middle of page 24. Yit Gadal, Yit Gadash, Shemer Rabah.
Amen.
Be'alma divra kirotei, v'yalich malchutei. V'chayechon uv'yomechon, uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael. V'adala v'yizman kari v'yimru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabba Mavorach Le'olam Umei Omaya. Yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalei v'yitalal. Shmei dekudasha b'ruchu. Le'ela minkol birchata v'shirata. Tush bechata v'nechamata. Da'amiran be'olma v'yimru. Amen. Yehei Shalama Rabba Amin Shemaya V'chaim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'yimru Amen. Oseh Shalom B'namav Aseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'yimru Amen. We turn to page 28 as we'll continue with the evening service in the middle of page 28.
Before we enter fully into our evening, I want to share a story. It's a story of a young child who was blessed to be born to wealthy parents. And each year at this child's birthday, his parents would bring him a suitcase. And they'd say, in this suitcase is $1 million. Take it, put it under your bed, and keep it safe. Make sure that you keep it there and keep it safe. Don't look at it. Just know that it's there. The next year rolls around. Once again, the parents bring this child a suitcase and say, in this suitcase is $1 million, but keep it safe. Put it under your bed where it won't be disturbed. And year after year, the parents bring their child this suitcase full of money. And eventually the child grows up, his parents pass away, and he lives his life with these suitcases under his bed, keeping them safe and sound there until he too passes away. Now, some of us might laugh at the story a little bit, because clearly one might think that the parents intended that at a future time, this child would take out these suitcases and use the money on their journey in life. But this child didn't. He took what their parents gave to him, and he kept it safe. He kept these suitcases exactly as they were. Now, it sounds a little bit silly, but I think a lot of us do that with our own Jewish journeys. We take this heritage which has been passed down to us by maybe parents, by teachers that have guided us along the way, by those who have come before us. And we take this package and we say, oh, it was meaningful to me that my parents did this, or that those who came before me did this, and so I'll do it as well. I'll keep it safe. I'll guard it. But how often do we open it up and find meaning in it for ourselves? To go off like Abraham does this week from his parents' house into his own journey into the promised land. How often do we take that gift which has been given to us, that we talk about in our Havat Olam, that we talk about in the Shema? How often do we take it and make it into our own, to make it into new gifts that we pass down through each generation and that we live into each and every moment? So I invite us to take one more breath as we enter into our Ma'ariv, to breathe in Shabbat, maybe even for the first time, to really breathe it in. That gift which has been given to us of time, of love, of presence, of community. Will we open up that gift? Page 28. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro mariv aravim, b'chokhmah potei hasharim, ובנה משנה עתים מחליף את הזמנים, ומסדר את הכוכבים, במשמרותם ברקיע כרצונו, ובחושבו שמהו. ומעביר יום מביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו. אל חי וקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, המעריב הרבים. Page 29. אהבת עולם, בית ישראל, עמך ותד. תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני בשוכבנו ובקומנו נשיח בחוקיך ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי ימי חיינו ואורך ימינו ובהם נגע יומם ולילה. ואהבתך עלה תעשי ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל, אוהב עמו ישראל, אוהב עמו ישראל. Shema Israel Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשיטתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. והיה אם שמוע לשמוע צדדי השם את זה וכל רד אשר הוצאתי אתכם ממצרים Adonai Elohechem emet, ומלכותו וקיים עלינו page 32. Ki Adonai Eloheinu ve'ein zulato v'anachnu Yisrael amo b'teinu b'yad l'chim. Let's say the voice of Umalchuto beratzon kiblu aleihem Moshe uvnei Yisrael Lechanu shira b'simcha rabba Ve'ameru chulam Mi chamocha va'elim Adonai Mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh Norat tehilot osef ele Malechutecha ra'uvadnecha Bokei hayam lifnei Moshe Zeili anu ve'ameru Adonai meloch leolam levaed V'ne'emar kifada Adonai et Yaakov Ugelo miyad chazak mimenu Baruch atah Adonai Gal Yisrael. Let's read together the top of page 33 in English. Help us, Adonai, to lie down in peace and awaken us again, our sovereign, to life. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, O God, who watches over us and delivers us, our gracious and merciful ruler. Guard our coming and our going. Grant us life and peace now and always. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Praised are you, Adonai, who spreads the shelter of peace over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Ushmo tzeiteinu vo'inu lechaim u'shalom me'ata v'yad olam ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha Baruch atah Adonai הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים. We rise together, page 34 for Vishamru. Vishameru b'nei Israel et ha-Shabbat Idinadadai lasot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם מרית עולם דדידי 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 ביני ובני ישראל אותי לעולם כי ששת ימים עשה את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. Take a few moments of private meditation as we offer the words of the Amidah beginning on page 3B, 3A or B. We're taking a few moments of private meditation. da 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 da. Ya da da ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da, ay da. Ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da. Lechi lach. On your journey I will show you. Lech lecha, and I shall praise your name. Lechi lach. On your journey I will show you, and you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing. Lechi lach. At this time, we'll offer Kiddush, adding more blessings to this holy day and this holy moment, beginning with the first paragraph on page 47 and then continuing on 49. Vayichulu hashamayim ve'haaretz v'chol tzivam vayichal Elohim bayom hashvi'i melachto asher asa vayishbot bayom hashvi'i mikol melachto asher asa vayevarech Elohim et yom hashvi'i vayekadesh oto ki vo shava mikol melachto asher bara Elohim la'asot. Savri chavirai, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit. Ki hu yom techila lemikra kodesh, zecher letziat Mitzrayim. Ki vanu vacharta, veotanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha, Be'ava uvratzon inechaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. Continue page 51 with the Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach l'Adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל עמונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובהי מרומים, hu Eloheinu Einon, emet malkeinu efesulato, kakatu betorato, viratayom, yashevota elevavecha. Yadonai hu ha-Elohim, bashamayim imal, ve'al haaretz, mitachateno. Akina geva lecha, Adonai Eloheinu yozacha, לתקן עולם במלכות שדי, בכל אני עוזר ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Please be seated. It's with great sadness this past week that our community lost Phyllis Franco, the wife of Richard and mother to Louis and Heidi, to Rebecca and Henry, and to Meryl and Sam, sister to Richard and Marty Alterman, and sister-in-law to Marcy Ball, Raymond and Jody Franco, Renee Franco, Robert and Sarah Franco, and Rita and Craig Gilbert. We wish the Franco family all the support that they need during this time. Also, Lowell Nuremberg, my stepfather's cousin. We wish my stepfather Bill all the support he gets and his family needs at this time. We're in the Shloshim period, 30 days after passing, for Eugene Geyer, a close relative of Adele Weinberg, and we observe the yurtzites on this, the 11th of Heshvan, of Samuel Begner, the niece of Felice Goodman and Karen Gadlin, Ronald Cohn, relative of Mark, Elizabeth Newman Kaplan, mother to Charlotte Gordon, grandmother to Marcia, Charles Marbach, father to Floyd, Hazel Minkowitz, mother to Carly Poller, Lena Schmerlin, grandmother to Richard, Martin Smith, father to Susan Engelhard, Irving Sunshine, father to Alan, Hannah Malka Rosenbaum, Menachem Rosenbaum, Zlate Riva Rosenbaum, Gulte Leah Rosenbaum, Jacob Rosenbaum, and their families, their spouses and children who were lost in the Holocaust, all loved ones of Harriet and Sam Dralick. We also continue to walk with those who come every morning and evening to our daily service, remembering Arnold Landy, Rick Goldstein, Doris Copland, Susan Pollack, Francis Poller, Mary Goldstein, Leon Goldstein, Steve Sandusky, Malcolm Minsk, Don Gilner, Rosalind Davidson, Sandra Adair, Marvin Silverman, Laura Chavinsky, Jacob Dolaboff, Jerry Kotler, Hank Oxman, Leslie Parker, David Carl Yarm, Bobby Lax, Rita Tuflin, David Siegel, Marsha Lynn Moatar, Adrian Cohen, Al Filsuf, Kelly Inney, Saul Schemberg, Susan Open, and Sharon Hamburger. If I've forgotten any names, please forgive me, but know that we continue to walk with you as you remember your loved ones, as we as a community share in the call and response to the Mourner's Kaddish, enabling our voices arising, if you can, page 52. Yitgadal v'yitgadash Shemei Rabbah Be'alma divra kirutei v'yamlich malchutei B'chayachon v'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael V'agala v'zman kari v'yimru Hei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach le'olam Maya Yiparach v'yishtabach v'pa'ar v'tromam v'aseh Yitadar v'yatalei v'yatalah Mei b'kedusha b'richu Ela min kol bechata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechemata, aminan v'amar Amen. Yehi shmama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh Shalom V'Mromav, Yaseh Shalom,
Say shalom
Aleinu
aleinu,
V'Al
Israel
Yisrael,
v'Yamru,
Amru,
amen.
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 Well, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Rabbi Blesson, thank you so much for leading us this evening, and June for lighting our Shabbat candles, Jerry for passing out our grape juice. So appreciate it. Everybody who joined us online, really a blessing to be together on this very special day. Damon Fanuni, thank you so much for your AV work, keeping us all in line and moving forward. Tomorrow morning, 9:30 in the morning, we have our service. 10:30, Linda Lippett will be leading Torah study, so I hope you'll join her in that space. She'll be in Cavalier Room if you'd like to come in person, or of course, you'll find the Zoom link on our website. Tomorrow night is 6:30 in the evening is Mincha, Mariv, and Havdalah. We have all types of family services tomorrow morning, along with a lunch and learn for Bar and Bat Mitzvah families. So if you're part of our Bar and Bat Mitzvah cohorts, please come with your kids. If you know or have a neighbor or anybody that you know that might benefit from some of experience like that, who might be in that zone for Bar and Bat Mitzvah, feel free to invite them, and we'd love to have them and learn with them. That'll be during our Kiddush lunch, so we'll look forward to having those families together for that experience. Sunday is the blood drive. So if you haven't signed up for the blood drive, they always take walk-ins. You could always go online and try to find an appointment at theredcross.com. You just put in JWV, Jewish War Veterans, into the search, and it'll come up with our blood drive. So I hope you'll sign up, or again, just a walk-in works as well, 9 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Next week, we have a really wonderful program, our Artist in Residence. This year, our Artist in Residence is Rabbi Sam Blesson. And so we're excited to hear some of the new music he is producing, that he is creating for our congregation and for congregations all over the country, which we hope to be able to produce from this, our AA 600 campus, 600 Peachtree Battle studio, where we're going to be putting that out in the world. So we're very excited to be able to have Rabbi Blesson as our first artist in residence for the year. And we're having a wonderful Shabbat program, which will be a Friday night dinner, which is sold out. We are thrilled that it is sold out. So if you didn't RSVP, I'm sorry. Service, of course, come. We'd love to have you there. It's going to be very musical. The next morning, we'll have more music and some learning with Rabbi Blesson. There's a Rebbe's Tish, right? There'll be lunchtime learning about music and Jewish music and spiritual music. So come for that. And then a wonderful Mariv, or a wonderful Havdalah. Right? Do people need to RSVP at least to know where to go?
Ideally, yeah, if you want the address.
If you want the address of where to go, you should RSVP. If you want to just wander around Atlanta on a Saturday night, then you are on your own and have a great time. But RSVP, just contact the office and let us know, and we look forward to having you with us. So that's going to be a great bonfire and a musical Havdalah and all types of singing. Lots of other things going on. There's also a concert that Sunday, not this Sunday, but next Sunday, for our Marilyn Ginsburg Eckstein Cultural Arts, Gershwin and Beethoven. Who knew they went together, but they do beautifully, so we'll look forward to that. That's going to be at 3 o'clock. There's a ton of stuff, so just check out the Thursday E-Blast, check out the website, all good things happening, and just be part of it. Looking forward to celebrating the rest of Shabbat with you together.
We will end back where we began with Shalom Aleichem, page 13, inviting and welcoming in those angels and the blessings they bring with it into our midst. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharei, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ma'achem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Marchuni leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzirchem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
Shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat
Shalom,
shalom,
Mama Bear.
Rebbe. I missed
Shabbat
seeing you, but it was
shalom.
kind of fun being
Shabbat
back here in the
shalom.
box, you
Taylor,
know.
Shabbat
Shalom,
Echo.
everyone.
Shabbat shalom,
Shabbat
Neil. Good to
shalom.
see you.
To all my persistent
Jill and
friends.
Taylor, good to see you, Mama Jill. Hey,
Good to
Taylor.
see you, Deb.
Good job, as
Is it
everybody.
your new home?
You in the morning.
Yes, we're in our new home.